Awesome!
No, that's your boy, the Joker, the Overlook MC, live and direct right here. Live and direct here on a special edition of the Pop Up Show with the Joker. You already know me from the morning show on 514onlinemix.com. And we have a special show today. Those who's tuned in on the Facebook side and also on the YouTube side, make sure y'all share, comment, and all that good stuff so we can interact with what's going on. And we have a special guest today, straight out of Albuquerque, MC. Yeah, yeah. What's going on? Introduce yourself to everybody.
How's it going, everybody? G Precious out of Oklahoma, New Mexico, coming to you live out here.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, let people know how long you been into this hip hop movement and expressing yourself in a music form. Let people know, you know what I'm saying, the experience of that.
I've definitely been in the game since my first album released in 2010, 11. And since then, I've just kind of,
Awesome!
let my music take flight on its own, and I'm just with it for the ride.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Let me go ahead and put this here so people can see me better. There we go. No doubt. Definitely. Yeah, I see a lot of content that you got, some music and everything. What you got out right now? I got some new music out now.
I've got new tunes out right now off of my latest album titled Life. Definitely taking a reflection on myself. So, hence the title Life, but lots of good music out.
Yeah, no doubt. Being Native American, how tough is that in the industry and also in this hip hop culture? You know what I'm saying? Is that a battle or if that's a challenge? Let me know a little more about that because I hear a lot of people say that certain people that come into the game they have a different way of getting accepted into the culture. Have you had any experiences on that?
I don't think I've had any issues as a Native American hip hop artist. I
Okay,
think
okay.
I think the battle has been, being female in
Mm,
a mostly, male dominant, genre of music, and so I think that's been more of the challenge versus being Native American. I'm also part black, so, shout out my black people out there, much love.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Because I know a lot of people have a little struggle with that. I hear a lot of stories that, especially coming in the game in the underground, first performing or getting involved in some form of a crew or certain studios go to, underground studios. I know a lot of people have stories, so that's why I asked that question. Because I know I've been in Albuquerque now for about a year, and I know that the hip hop culture is real thick here. How do you feel about the culture in Albuquerque? How it is building, even Santa Fe, even Gallup, all across the surrounding areas. How you feel about how the culture is growing? You know what I mean?
I think it's definitely growing in a more positive fashion. A
Mhm.
lot of us are spitting true life now, compared to, where hip hop and rap used to be.
Mm.
I think a lot of us are actually taking hip hop and the culture back to where it originated, which is sharing life,
Mhm.
talking about the real issues that are happening, not just here in New Mexico, but across the United States, across the world. We're bringing all those issues to the forefront, and I think that was the true meaning of hip hop.
Yeah.
Was to bring true life, to the forefront.
Yeah, no doubt.
Awesome!
Yeah, because when I first came here, I pretty much got into the community of what was going on. I built a couple relationships here, and then I also noticed that in my experience being here, that you got some people that get involved in the culture as it being an outlet. Some do it to say they do it. Uh, um, how you feel about that out here? Of how you have some people that just do it, they want to do it, just say they do it. Then you have people that have passion, like yourself, because I can tell you have passion for the culture by looking at your content on your Facebook page and the pictures and the graphics and stuff like that. You know, what do you tell to those artists that just come in the game to say they just do it just to do it? Do you give 'em some advice or give them some tips?
Definitely, I mean, it's all about representing yourself, representing yourself in a true light, representing your people in a true light, and a lot of times, people will come in and they represent something that's truly not them.
Right,
You get a lot of the ones that are acting like gangsters when that's truly not their lifestyle.
right,
And for me, I try to bring my life, how I grew up, how I was raised, and my values, my goals, and my dreams in life,
mhm,
that's where I'm headed, and so I don't take the stage, trying to rep something that I'm not. I want to be
right,
true to myself and
right.
true to my culture, and my personality. So
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's
uh,
definitely where
that's
I come
tight.
from.
That's tight, that's tight. I like that because I love lyrics. I love, when I listen to hip hop, listen to artists, I like to hear what they got to say. I love people's stories. I like to know where they come from and listen to their music like it's a movie, a audio movie, and put myself because I've been through a lot also. I'm originally from Buffalo, New York. You know what I mean? The home of Griselda.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? Them my brothers. I know, I know Conway and the West Side Gun. I definitely know Benny the Butcher. You know what I'm saying? That's my bro. So, seeing them go through some things, and I've been in the game long as they have or longer. I'm like an OG to them, so it's like seeing them taking the torch and taking it to the next level and bringing it back home. You know what I mean? And I noticed New Mexico have people that came from here, but don't represent New Mexico. How do you feel about that? It's a lot of couple rappers that don't represent where they really come from. You know what I'm saying? Do that leave a chip on your shoulder, or that do you write music with a heart in your sleeve because of that situation?
No, I usually leave artists to do what they doing. They're
Yeah,
truly representing themselves and not being true to themselves. It's almost like they bring in a fake person, to the stage. And for myself, I kind of just stay out of the
right.
drama,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
created in the game. I'm in it for just sharing my music, my love for the culture of hip hop, and sharing my life through music.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, because I see a lot of talent here. It's an amazing MCs, producers, especially producers, and DJs is here. The culture is definitely powerful out here. Um, it made me feel like a little bit going to New York. I'm from upstate New York, but going to the city and going to like an event or something that brings that light here. But and I always wonder why. Uh, this state ain't go to the next level with it. But now I see it now since we all outside. I see more the people taking it to the next level, like Benny Bronco, also uh Fred Bistone and Barney Crumble, what I'm saying, the Stone Age crew. I see a lot of those guys. I got a couple people other people I like to give shout out to, like, Jay Santiago, what I'm saying, them talented producer, talented artists. Of course, my bro Big G, Medusa Records, out of Albuquerque. A lot of them is definitely taking the torch to the next level. What's your goals in the next 5 years? Doing this music thing in hip hop. Where you see yourself in the next 5 years?
We're just definitely continuing to put out good music. We're always shooting for that next level up. And for myself, just being a part of New Mexico Music Awards,
Yeah.
the Native American Music Awards,
Wow.
and being part of first round last year in the Grammys. That's definitely where I'm headed. Is
Yeah.
just representing New Mexico to the fullest,
Yeah.
and bringing our artists and our music to the next level as well, because we definitely have a lot of talent here. And I
Because
think if we unite and we bring that culture full force, there's a lot we can do here in New Mexico, in taking that next step. But I'm definitely shooting for a Grammy within the next 5 years.
okay, okay, yeah,
That's
you try to go corporate with it because I asked that question because my next question was going to ask what level you trying to be at in your career, independent self-made or corporate. So if you want a Grammy, that's definitely corporate. Um,
Yeah.
I'm a marketing manager, and I teach that in my live on the radio every morning. And on my podcast, I teach music marketing to help artists to get in those lanes they like to be in. And me being part of the corporate world once in my life, I was signed to Sony Universal Records back in
Nice.
2000. That was around 2005, 2007, 2008. I was signed with Sony first with Made Man Records, and then Made Man Records lost that contract and got with Universal. And me being an artist in a group at the time, not as a solo artist, I was in a group called 85 South Click in South Carolina, and I lived in South Carolina for about 13 years. That's Anderson, South Carolina. I was an hour away from Atlanta, and so me knowing that market and understanding how it works, just being signed for those 3 to 4 years and being in them big offices and talking to the major labels, it made me change my mindset on a lot of things. I learned a lot, I learned a lot as an artist. And when you in that situation as an artist and you want to go to that level, um, do you have any like mentors or anybody that could teach you the corporate lane to how to get there?
You know, that's definitely the question of the hour. Coming from New Mexico, our resources are limited. And for myself, I mean, I come from the reservation,
Right.
and there aren't very many artists out there that are performing or recording music. And so for me, it's like it's been a learning process all the way through from the time that I stepped in the booth
Yeah.
to recording, mixing, mastering, the whole 9 yards. I had to learn all of that on my own, and marketing and promoting myself, and then on top of that, trying to get shows and gigs, and
Yeah.
just doing everything 100% yourself.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
You
a
putting
lot of
that
it's a
work in.
learning curve.
Yeah, you putting that work all the way in. I know a lot of people putting that work in like that, but then it been a time that I see in people's lives that they get stuck from doing all that work. It's tiring, especially you wearing all them hats as an artist. At the same time, you creating the work, you're getting involved more on the production side, you getting involved more on the promotion and marketing side. You have your small little supporting team, and they seeing everything. You know what I mean? The main advice I give to people like yourself is try to learn the market system of the music business so you know exactly what lane you want to be in, you know what I'm saying, and to manifest it because even though New Mexico resources is limited, what I do see here since I've been here over a year is people is building their own lane and building their own resources and investing. I'm seeing a lot of growth in a lot of the promoters out here. Shout out to Seth, shout out to Zany, shout out to a lot of them that's really investing and putting a little bit of light into the culture in Albuquerque. I've always heard like a couple people's names come up when I was in Atlanta that was from Albuquerque. Um, Forgot the young man's name that died in the car accident. That was the MC. I remember hearing him in Atlanta a lot. He was real nice, and I think I met one of his cousins or his brother or something. And I know a lot of the MCs that I met in Albuquerque did features with him, connected with him, and he was the next forefront to put a name for Albuquerque, you know what I'm saying, from actually putting in that work and traveling and doing what it do. Now I'm seeing Benny Bronco doing it now. I see Ekim doing it now. I see a lot of them brothers really taking it to the next level. Cade, to name a few, and also my brother Big G. I see a lot of them trying to find an outlet to have a different lane to get out to get your music out there. I know social media helping out a lot, as far as, Facebook, Twitter, and all these outlets and platforms they have on the digital side. You know what I mean? Is it a struggle for you to even push yourself on like the platforms on the digital side? Is that frustrating? You doing all the work and being a female MC and a Native American?
I don't really think so. I've kind of I've kind of developed a pretty good following, here in New Mexico, and I got to shout out my Asian, country out there, because that's where my numbers are booming, which is really wild. You're able to check out, where your music is reaching,
Yeah,
and it's like you know, Asia is just booming for me, which is really cool. So, I'm hoping to
yeah.
go out there one of these years, hopefully.
Yeah, like I see you grinding because you opening up for Whitney Payton, who's one of the Southwest biggest artists coming out of the Southwest, and she is definitely putting that work and representing New Mexico, Colorado, all the Southwest states, and she's definitely putting in that work. And she's making a name for herself and giving a name for New Mexico. I like artists that come and actually give credit where credit is due, and that's
Yeah,
what I do. I give credit where credit is due. Me being from Buffalo and traveling across the country and travel from down south to the Midwest. Now I'm on the Southwest, and in probably the next year or so I'll be back in the South. Um, but just traveling and seeing the growth and the talent out here is just amazing. It's like they're missing something and me, answering my questions, the things I'm bringing to you, what I mean? I could see that you really putting in that work, especially you working with one of the top promoters in the game that's bringing Whitney down and opening up for that big show right there. Um, I think that's going to be a nice, good breakthrough for you. And I could tell you ready. I could tell you focused. I love the confidence that you bring to the table. I mean, I'm going to continue to definitely keep looking you up and keep on checking you out. I'm gonna be there at the show also. I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there at the show. To check out the opening acts and everything. But how you feel about artists um breaking bread to perform? And I ask that question because some people have issues with it. Some people understand the process, and some people don't understand it without trying to build their brand to where they don't have to drop a bag. How you feel about you have to invest in yourself in that area as an artist?
as an artist, you have to invest in yourself.
Yeah,
That's one of the main things you have to do. You
yeah,
definitely have to invest in yourself, whatever way possible. I've told a lot of people, a lot of times when you put out an album, you're giving a lot of them away for free.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
you're
yeah.
getting the word out there. You're giving a lot of your stuff away for free because you
Mhm.
want to build that fan base. You want people to come back for more, and once you get people hooked, guess what? That money starts rolling in, but you
Yeah,
got to put an investment into yourself.
yeah.
That's the only way you're going to make it.
For any advice for any artist that's watching right now live on the pop show, The Joker, what's the perfect budget to start with as an artist? What budget did you start with when you first start? The project is done, you invested into the studio, everything mixed and mastered, the product is looking good, it's looking pretty, artwork is done. What what's your best budget to tell and advice to another artist? Like, you gotta have this type of budget and let them know your experience. So what's the proper budget that you've been through on budgeting yourself on getting your music out there and building a brand?
When it comes to promoting and marketing, that's where I try to shovel as much money as possible, for promotional ads, and just
Yeah,
getting your name out there, your graphics, your artwork, everything that's going to announce your album or your single, whatever it is. But
right.
I think on the low end, I've seen probably $2,000, go out the door. On
Yeah,
the high end, if you really want that promotion, you really want to make and build that hype. You're
yeah,
looking at anywhere from $5,000 on up. Depending on
right.
the outlet that you're utilizing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I agree too.
expensive. You
Yeah,
you gotta invest in yourself, definitely, if you want to see some kind of something coming
right,
back.
Right, yeah, I say that all the time. It's good to hear that the people hear from another artist, even though I'm an artist too, but then people know me more on the media side and the radio side more than the artist, but, I let people know I was an artist first before I was a manager, before I was an A&R, before I was a promoter, a DJ, um, I was an artist first, being a battle MC, and coming from upstate New York, Buffalo, New York. But, it's good for people to hear it more from an artist so they can have a better understanding, and understanding what they need to be doing. Because you hear from a person that's they know more on the other end and they know more on the fan base side, a lot of them don't understand. They think that because they're an artist and they sound good, people owe them something. They entitled to do a free show. They entitled to somebody buying their merch or buying their CD or vinyl. You know what I mean? And I think that's a bad vibe or a bad attitude to bring to the table as you build in your brand. Do you see that a lot,
Oh
especially
yeah,
in the
I,
game?
I, I see that a lot, especially with, people that are close to you. A lot of times they're expecting the free merch, the free albums, the tickets to the shows. They're expecting a lot of things for free, but they don't bat an eye, to pay $35 to $200 to go sit in nosebleeds to watch somebody they've never met in their life.
That's a fact.
And so a lot of times I'll put that out there and I'll be like, come on, man, you went to something and you paid 150 $400 for a front row, to
Yeah,
somebody that you don't even know, and you can't pop out 15 $20 to come see me live,
yeah.
but
And performing your art. That's what it is.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
form of art. You put in time and work, your creativity, you bringing something to the table, not just to represent your friends and family, but also represent the culture to where they have it being entertained with a piece of art they never seen or heard before. They might hear you practice or freestyle, but hearing the art, finished art, hearing the song that's mixed and mastered, that's a form of art that you're representing that came from your soul. You know what I
right,
mean? And a lot of people and friends and family think they can get that for free. You know, it's like somebody that have a business. If you have somebody in your family that has a barber shop, you're not gonna ask for a free cut.
yeah,
You know, you might ask for they might give you a discount, but you're not gonna get a free cut. You're not gonna go in a restaurant and get a free sandwich in the restaurant. They might give you a free drink, a free Coke or a Sprite, but they're not gonna give you a free chicken sandwich. You know what I mean?
right. We got to
No,
support each other. Yeah,
yeah, that's you hungry, you gotta pay like everybody else gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? Unless I have like a sample here that I want you to try out, as you being my being my homie, whatever. But people get that twisted a lot, and people have problems with that. They'll hate on you and they'll say, "Oh, she thinks she this and that. Oh, she think, 'cause she just, like I'm like, "What? Where did that come from?" Like, I never understood it. When I first got signed, that's when I really experienced it. When I wasn't signed, when I was with the group 85 South Click, I wasn't seeing and understanding what was going on. But as soon as I got signed, that's when everybody was seeing the posters and seeing the billboards. Made Man Records. They see the Sony logo, and then they don't see us on the street no more. We in the studio, we rehearsing, we touring, we doing all types of stuff trying to get out there. I've learned a lot about the labels. Like the labels don't really when they sign you, they don't really put the work in. They want you to see what you're gonna do um,
right,
after the signing. We didn't even get advance, and that's what we was trying to work on in advance. Um, but it was a distribution deal with Sony, so that's when I started learning more about in-house business. I learned the out-house business by reading the books, but once you get into that thing and be involved after you sign your name on that down line, and then you have a lawyer that we hired that didn't explain nothing, but the certain things that was on the paper he explained, but he didn't explain the other stuff, like what we talking about. They didn't explain that part, you know what I mean? So we was put in our own hands, came out with a mixtape, they let us use the logo and everything, but you gotta put in that work as an artist to let the labels know, okay, what can you bring to the table?
Yep.
We brought the table to you. Now, what you gonna bring to the table
Right.
when you sign that contract? And that's when I
They-
really felt and got the hands-on knowledge. And oh, that's what that mean when I read that in that book. I knew what it mean, but being in that situation in the flesh, that's a different situation.
yeah. They want to
Um,
watch you work.
right, and then they didn't give us an advance to even do anything, like, and that's the part I didn't understand. Y'all, y'all didn't even we can get in advance. They didn't give us 50,000, 100,000. They didn't give us 20,000 to invest into like the studio time, or we need any type of promotional budget. Another, we did everything ourselves, and then when we did everything ourselves, another thing I didn't understand when we got sat down in that meeting when they changed over to Universal. Universal had an office in Virginia at the time. We went to that office. We sat in that big round table, and you seeing people with the black suits on, with shades on, looking like they part of the Men in Black movie or something, and they got the paper in front of you with the contract, and they asking, telling us, um, what can we do for you? I flipped out because I didn't know. The hood came out. I flipped the chairs over. Like, what you mean? Like, what I'm saying? I mean, what you talking about? Like, we've been signed for 4 months. Y'all didn't do nothing, and they're like, "What do you have done?" And that's when a couple of the assistants sat me down. That's when the main record CEO sat me down and told me I can't be doing that, this, and that, and the third, and really explained to me that you have to put that work in to show them is you ready for this industry. No
Yep.
matter how good your music is, no matter how good you can sing, no matter how good you can rap, how many hooks you wrote in a day, how many beats you made, they don't care if your beats is better than Dr. Dre's. If you're not putting in that work to get your brand out there, then the label's gonna sit back and say, if you're not getting yourself out there, why should we invest in you and get you out there? So that's the number one thing that I
Yep.
tell a lot of artists, and that's what you bring it to the table and letting the artists know. So I'm glad that you spoke that out as an artist because they need to hear from another artist, and they need to go ahead and follow you too, and all your platforms. Let them know where they can find your music at and everything, so they can check you out right now.
Oh yeah. They can definitely find me on all platforms: iTunes, Spotify, Rhapsody. I'm even on iHeart.
Okay.
You can hit me up on therealgprecious.com. I'm also on Reverb Nation. I'm literally everywhere. You can Google G Precious and I'll pop up right on your screen with all kinds of hits. So,
Yeah, yeah, definitely send me the link in my inbox with your website, and I definitely will put that on when I'm live on the morning show. I can post that up so,
awesome.
so people can go ahead and check you out and see what you're working with. And all my listeners on the morning show on 514onlinemix.com. You know what I mean? I just encourage you to definitely listen to the show every morning if you can. We mountain time, so I'll be live on 514 Online Mix in the morning at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. And then Eastern time, I'm at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern time. So, a lot of the Eastern time people and the people overseas they be hitting me up. And when I'm live in the morning, it be the afternoon overseas. So they tune in a lot. That's a mega platform. We connected to like 7 other podcasts and radio stations connected to the parent, which is 514 Online Mix on my end. And then we have my co-host, V Green the Queen. She has her own um, podcast, Think and Grow podcast, and she's connected to a whole crew too. So pretty sure they're gonna be hitting you up too for an interview and checking you out and making it do what it do, and all that. No doubt, yeah, I can see you hit that off right there. So I'm gonna make sure I grab that before I get done. See, you got the okay, the reverse in the website. Yeah, yeah, get that. I'm gonna get the web. Everything on the website, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if everything's on the website, that's definitely awesome. You know what I'm saying? I can definitely post that up and save that information, no doubt. Yeah, I definitely appreciate you being on, taking the time. I'm definitely gonna keep in contact with you because I'm still in the process of getting my bag ready to get me some tickets for the
Yes.
show. Um, and I probably hit you up probably on the 23rd if you still got tickets, 'cause, you know what I'm saying? I'm on that budget too. Trying to maintain the station, maintain the podcast. Now we got a lot of people, we got a couple people listening in. Anybody got any comments, ask any questions? For G Precious. If not, you can definitely hit us up on the 514onlinemix.com Monday through Friday. And anybody that watch this platform can still ask questions, and I'll make sure she get the questions, and we could probably bring her on one of the morning shows when she's free, and she can answer those questions. We'll make sure you get the information from the fans and all that, so they can definitely get with you, or I'm gonna give them the website so they can hit you up on the email and give you some love
For
like that.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? This is my home good G Precious. We're gonna keep in contact. Hit me up anytime, whatever you need. Hit me up. I'm definitely gonna check you out on the Spotify side, put you on my Spotify list. I'm doing every Friday, starting next Friday, I'm gonna be doing some independent artists on the morning show, and I'm definitely
Nice.
going you're gonna be one of the ones automatically on my VIP list to play. And so on every Friday morning, you can get all your people to definitely tune in to
Oh
514
yeah.
Online Mix, or they can go ahead and call the number, which is at the bottom of the screen on the ticker, and they can call in the show, and they can also request to play you on Friday also, and I could that'd be a reminder to put you on the VIP list to
Right.
play one of your tracks, to let the people
I
know
got
what
a
you
lot of
want.
stuff, so you're gonna have quite a bit to pick from.
Yeah, hey, that's what I'm talking about. I like them catalogs like that, where I can sit back and do snippets on everybody or everything and see which one I like, and you get a stream off it too. So that's paper. So
Right.
I'm definitely going to check them out and do what to do. This is what we do. A lot of the people that's on 504 Online Mix and on the other platforms that I'm connected with, IBP Media Group, they the sponsor of my podcast. That's a big old team right there, connected to like 7 countries. We have 504 Online Mix connected to like 17 countries, and then we have the V Green and her crew. They're connected to at least about 7 countries. So it's like we got a lot of outlets in different lanes where people can listen to some new good music, some good people, some good knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We teach mental health. We teach the different strands of cannabis for different health. We all across the board. We education show love across the board, and digital hospitality is real big. So we definitely will definitely open arms, whatever you need. All you gotta do is inbox me. Let me know your joke. This one I need. I need this. I got this going on. You know what I mean? Let me know if you need something promoted. We'll definitely put on the show. And
Sweet.
definitely I'm gonna hit you on your inbox because I'm gonna need a drop for the show so I can have people know who you are on the drops, like this one right
Sweet.
here.
Yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy Cap, aka King of the Witty Raps, Cap 716. Y'all know who I'm with. I'm on the pop-up show with the Joker.
You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of, artists
Good
hit me up.
morning. It's your boy Young Room, and you're now catching the vibe, rocking with the Joker on 514 Online Mix Radio.
Yeah, no doubt. I saying? I got a couple, my other brother,
Yo, you
Piffy.
know the vibes, man. It's your boy Piffy Churchins, man. Every time I'm online and I'm looking for some dope hip hop, I tune in to 514onlinemix.com.
Yeah,
Salute.
definitely gotta get a drop from you, and I can give you the email to send me a drop so I can let people know who you are all
Sweet.
the time on the show. You know what I mean? And get your brand out there on a whole nother wave. And we'll definitely talk about that, off air. But I appreciate you being on the podcast with me.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
That, and I'm definitely gonna see your show. Let people know where you're performing at.
Ooh, I'm gonna be at Eclipse
Yeah,
Albuquerque, throwing down with Whitney Payton. It's gonna be a heck of a show. Every time I come on, I bring a show.
yeah, no doubt. No, what date that's on the 24th?
That's actually on the let me make sure I give you the right date. I'm like yeah, 24th Eclipse
Yeah,
Albuquerque.
24th, September 24th.
Yep.
Eclipse. I think the show start at 7. Tickets are on sale right now. You can go online to get tickets, or you can hit up G Precious on her email or her website, If you need any tickets for all the local cats, anybody in the surrounding areas that's tuned in that need a ticket, definitely hit her up. She can make it do what it do, or you can hit me up and I can pass the message to her and make sure you guys can get a ticket and go see her rock the stage and do what she do best. I'm gonna be there in the front row with the camera
You
supporting
know,
the culture of hip hop, and I can't wait to check you out and have a good time. I think the last show I've been to was last week when I seen Cade, a comic strip band, performing on Art Walk. That was an amazing show with Benny Bronco, Eckham. There was a lot of good other MCs there. I enjoyed myself, and then they booked me tonight. I'm booked tonight. What's the I forgot when I'm at 2200 Central. 10 o'clock tonight. They bring in um what's the rapper from LA, the MC from LA, Los Angeles is oh, what's his name? Guy's name, but he's a legendary MC. And he's real popular out here. I'm opening up for him tonight. So I'm still in my little MC bag too. Trying to,
yes.
do what I do from Buffalo. Just a kid from Buffalo, New York. Ain't nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do my thing tonight. But I definitely appreciate you being on the show. And any last shout outs, any last announcements?
Ooh, I got a lot going on this month, so I'm gonna be a busy cat going from stage to stage. I'll be hitting the Indigenous Center out in Santa Fe from 12 to 4 on the 17th at Regal Park.
Yeah, yeah.
And then on the 21st, I'll be almost co-headlining a show with Interstate at the Santa Fe Rail Yard Park. So
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that. That one's from 4 to 7. And then, of course, doing local programs for suicide prevention and opioid awareness
That's
for a
good.
couple of programs in my hometown. So,
Awesome. Yeah,
definitely getting out there and sharing my story as well as, how it goes back to my music and talking about life.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to see the art on stage and do what it do and all that. This is G Precious live on the pop-up show with the Joker, man. We can see y'all. I'm be live on IG tomorrow at 2 o'clock. That means noontime Mountain Time, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, with me and V Green, the Queen. We get on there and talk music marketing, give tips for artists and all that good stuff. That's a good outlet for all the producers, artists, and DJs to tune in. That's coming up in the game that want to get that free game. We definitely gonna chop it up on IG. And beside that, I think and that's it. And I'm back live again in the morning, Monday morning. 7 p.m. 7 a.m. Morning time, Eastern time, and 5 a.m. Mountain time. And check out the pop-up show with the Joker. You know what I mean? No doubt.
It's your boy Young Rome, and you now tuned into the livest podcast in the game with the Joker on 514 Online Mix Radio.
Time for an old school jam.
Representing that old school.
You want to go back? Let's go back in style. An old school classic. Spun by The Pop-Up Show with the Joker.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. We up out of here, man. Appreciate everybody tuned in. And definitely gonna chop it up, and I definitely gonna hit you up for more info and all that. G Precious, no doubt. It's your boy the Joker, the Overlook MC. We definitely gonna get up out of it. I'm glad everybody tuned in. And if you tuned in on Facebook, please share and comment. And if you on Instagram, go ahead and click that subscribe and make it do what it do. Make sure you like, share, and save, and also comment. And if you're willing to give a donation, information is in the ticker. If you want to donate, you could definitely hit us up and make it do what it do, because this right here is not free, but we here to give free information, free love, and free hospitality to the good artists, people, DJs, and businesses. And this is what we do. It's your boy the Joker, the Overlook MC. No doubt. Yo, I'm about of this joint. Peace, peace.
Sexy sounds and top music.
Live in the mix.